Hello everybody and welcome to another video where I will be explaining how to go through every single POI here in the Dayton Wetlands, starting from the left all the way to the right. So Dayton Hospital, after Citrus County to Rotten Manor, all the way over to Brookham, down there to Throughville, and then over southeast to Overlook Town, up northeast to Sutherland Family Orchard, and then finally ending at Coastside Plaza. So I'll be going through all of these areas. I will not be showing how to get rift anchors as they are marked on the map unless absolutely necessary, because there is one on this map that you need to do something special for. Other than that, we'll be doing both weapon crates first, or weapon and gear crates, and then going into the mystical or mystery chest. I'll also try to explain if there's any hidden chests in the area as well. So let's get into it. Here at Citrus County, you're going to start here in the middle of the road. If you go to the rift anchor here, just kind of spin around, just want to give you a lay of the land. You got the water tower up there, and then you have a couple houses in front of you along with a little orchard. So let's start over here by the orchard. If you look at the water tower over there, come to this greenish bluish house. This house does have a weapon crate in it. Let me just kill this guy really fast. He's kind of annoying. If you go around back, you can actually see a hole in the upper floor. That is actually where the weapon crate is going to be, right there. So let's get inside. We're going to head to the front porch. We're going to avoid all the enemies here. Run right past the big house spider. We don't look at house spiders, and up the ladder. And once you get to the second floor here, there's going to be a couple of rooms. And the room directly in the back is going to have your weapon crate. All right, the next weapon crate and or gear crate is going to be here in this little yellow house with the red roof. Make sure you get rid of the angry scarecrow and any enemies on the outside. And we're gonna just make sure we double tap, make sure that scarecrow doesn't come back, throw a little explosive barrel. Run on the right hand door here, go straight to the back, you're gonna find your gear crate. Once you open your gear crate, you're gonna get some stuff. You're gonna get a blast mask. I think some of the stuff is randomized, but you know, we got to get strong, so let's do some push-ups really quick and off to the mystery chest. So here we are at the water tower. This little, I don't know, shack building thing across from the greenhouse that you got the initial weapon crate. You're going to go up top of this. The quickest way up is just going up these green boxes over the rail and then jumping yourself over these two fences, and there's your mystery chest. And this will get you all the crates in the area. Don't forget to kill all the enemies you need to kill. If you have to kill an elite, there's not one here, but a lot of the other locations you have to do that. Off to the hospital. If you have the teleport up by the monolith, I recommend going to that teleport and just gliding down into the hospital. Once you glide down to the hospital, make sure you get to this hospital sign here. This is the easiest way to find the first crate. You're going to turn directly 180, find this fountain, and once you get to the fountain, behind the fountain, you're going to find another crate. And there we go. All right, the second crate is going to be up in the hospital on the second floor. You're going to want to run to this little side alley across from the little mini mart. Go in the side door, up the steps, and you're going to find this receptionist desk. Inside this room behind the desk is actually where the crate's going to be. You can kind of see it. If you're lucky enough, you can see it there. So all you're going to do is go to the right, take a left down this hallway, out the door to the balcony, and then there's going to be an open door on this balcony that'll take you right to the gear crate in between these two hospital beds. You're going to find some more loot, and we'll be good to go there. And that is now your 2 gear crates, so all that we have left is to find the mystery chest. Now, the mystery chest is going to be interesting to find. You want to go to the main hospital center on the side, find the crashed helicopter in the building. That's the entrance you want to go in. So go in, up to the left, and what we're going to try and do is find the actual room that helicopter crashed in. So you want to go up to a second floor and then walk in. You're not going to be able to go any higher at this point, so this is exactly where we want to be. There's a little door right here on the right-hand side with the helicopter in it. That means you found the right spot. You're going to want to go all the way down the dilapidated hallways through the broken rooms. You're going to find a hole on the right. You know you're in the right spot. Up the next set of stairs, and then once you're up here, you're going to be on the roof next to a helipad, and here is your mystery chest. This will complete this area for you, and let's move on to the next zone. All right, we are here at the next zone. This will be the Rotten Manor. This is actually one of the zones that is going to have a different rift anchor. We'll explain that in just a moment. But the first thing you want to do here at Rotten Manor is actually go into the main building. And this is going to be the easiest POI to get all of the chests because they're all in the same house. So go in the main building. You're going to find your first gear crate here. You're going to open that up, and then we're going to clear out any of these, you know, unwelcome house guests that we have at the manor. I don't know who let the hooligans in, but they're here. Give ourselves a little dab and move on to the next area. All right. Beautiful jump cut there. We're going to go from that first gear crate up the flight of steps, take a right, first room, weapon crate right there. Absolutely the easiest weapon crate to find out of any of these POIs. Here we are. We'll give ourselves another round of applause, another bow, another gentleman dab, if you will. And then to find the mystery chest, you're just going to go up one more flight of stairs, and there it is. So that's it for the Rotten Manor. If you want to do the Rift Anchor here, it is covered in a goop. You're going to have to actually get it from a quest line. So just do your quests and you will actually come back to the Rotten Manor. It's right over here. So basically you just have to talk to a couple people at Deadsville. They'll give you a quest to come up here, and then you'll actually spark a boss fight, and then you can get this Rift Anchor. This is the only Rift Anchor in the area that requires some form of quest line or something to do to actually activate it. All right. So that's Rotten Manor. We're gonna go head on over to the next place. So we're heading on over here to Throughville. I actually just usually run from Rotten Manor over here. It's not that far. It's maybe like 400 meters or so. If you have your bike at this point, which you should, you're good to go. If you go to the center of town, you're gonna find this gear crate right here. This is actually the lowest level POI in the zone. Probably the first one most people actually end up at, simply because this is the one most people land at when they're done with the tutorial, when they're flying with their bird. If you just go straight down, you end up in Throughville. So this gear crate is pretty simple. If you go back to the original starting spot for this gear crate, go back up on top of this truck, and then this house right across from that gear crate will have the next chest. So we're just going to go up the side of the boxes, jump onto the roof, jump onto the next part of the roof, and there's your weapon crate. Pretty simple. This area is kind of large, and if you're exploring everything from the bottom up, this one can be kind of tricky to find. This is why I'm trying to explain some of the more parkour type tricks to find your crates and mystery chests. So that's this one. All right, if we return back to our original location, back to our van again, if you look a little bit to the right, there's the set of like 2 broken warehouses or 2 non-built houses kind of connected. You're gonna run straight in here and then up the ladder. And at this point, I actually fail a jump after killing this unwelcome house spider. I failed a jump here because I'm a goober. I tried to mantle and ended up activating V instead. If you didn't realize by this point, you can reactivate V and fly around, which is actually quite nice. Just make sure you have stamina. So we're gonna try this again. We're gonna go back up the steps. Now we're gonna take the safe route and go around, and you're gonna find yet another weapon crate. So this place actually has a couple extra weapon crates. We're gonna take care of this this silly goober here that's in my way. Make sure we can get these crates. Kill this guy, and there's another weapon crate, and obviously right next to it you can see the mystery chest. Pretty simple POI to clear, so that's everything here as well. Make sure you are eliminating all of your enemies like you should every POI. Oh, let's take a quick break and see our cat. At this point I went back home really fast just to disassemble a bunch of stuff. Wanted to get some more ammo, but let's continue on. If you go back to that monolith, we can now go to Brookham. It's easy to go to the monolith teleport and fly into Brookham. The center of Brookham, there's going to be a church, but we want to go the opposite way of the church first. We want to actually find the farthest chest. So if you're at the front of the church, you want to just kind of go the opposite direction down the road. You're going to see a bunch of water on the left hand side with some houses in it. I took the long way around. You could have just cut through there where I'm looking at, right? That alleyway right there. I went around just because there's a lot of enemies that way. I wanted to avoid some of those. So I went around, and your first gear crate is actually going to be right here on the other side of this white fence, sitting on the porch of this house with the red roof. This is one of the harder ones to find in this area, simply because the other ones are near the church. Everyone expects these to be in the bigger areas of the POIs. But this one was nicely hidden. Oh, hello, little house spider. How are you? Don't attack. Okay, you're gonna die. And it has been unalived. And once again, nice gentleman dab. Little bow. Yeah, okay. Now we can go to the church because this has our last 2 chests. As you can tell, there's a big glowy red light up there. Weirdly enough, that is not for the mystery chest. That'll be our next weapon crate. So to get to the steeple, instead of going inside the church, you want to go to the right-hand side of the church. You want to avoid the lovely cemetery guards. And on our way up this ladder here, look at that stamina. Oh, some flowers spawned in underneath me to let me know that there is a chest up here. If you ever do get lost, people are really good about leaving these butterfly messages on the ground, kind of like Dark Souls messages, basically, to let you know where things may be. But to get to the steeple, yep, just go on the right-hand side there, up the ladders, and then just run down the roof and get to your weapon crate. Once we open this weapon crate, we are not going to do a cut here. We're actually going to just jump out the window after we do our lovely dab and activate V, fly down nice and safe, right to the front door, avoid the boss outside. In we go. Everyone's here for our sermon today already, so that's nice. So let's go up here and deliver our speech. Hello, I Admiredplague will not stand for your bullshit. Thou shalt not attack me while doing a YouTube video. All right, I gotta teach these non-believers a lesson. The only way I know how. With holy steel. That sniper rifle shot did not do what I wanted to do, and I missed the second shot because I'm a pro. All right, we're gonna take care of these house spiders really quick. That one had a bright idea. All right, let's reload our weapon here. Take out this other guy. These ranged enemies in this game are very deadly. They are very accurate and they hurt a lot more than our standard melee. We're gonna keep the one believer, Alan, in the back. And here's our mystery crate. All right, moving on now down to Overlook Town. From Overlook Town, I usually just go to the teleport that's on the beach. From here, you're going to run to the west a little bit. You're going to find a mechanic shop. Your first weapon crate will be right behind the mechanic shop in like this big amphitheater area. Now, this weapon crate does have a little bit of tech to it. There's a little trick to it here. And that trick being the fact that this is actually a boss area. So what you're going to need to do is you run to the weapon crate. At this point, you're going to see this billboard turn on, and the boss is going to emerge out of the billboard. So while we're here, I might as well show you how to do this boss. So don't worry, I got you, except this guy doesn't have faith in me here. We'll take him care of first. All right, as this boss stands up, you're going to notice he's got a bunch of glowy things on his legs. We're just going to throw a grenade just for funsies, but then you're going to shoot all the glowy bits. Once you shoot all the glowy bits, he is going to get knocked down. It does take a couple of rounds per glowy bit. He will do a stomp attack, just jump over it. So there we go, he's down on the ground. Let's take care of some ads, or at least get away from the ads, and then just shoot its open flower head at this point. That's where its critical spots are. Just wail into it and your boss is dead. Now you can go get not only your weapon crate, but you can get boss loot. There we go, little celebration there. And there's our boss loot. Get some star crumb, cortex, some other items, energy link, all that stuff, and open this. We get a wrench and some other gear, some ammo, things like that, more energy link, and that's how I do this. Now, from the amphitheater to find the next crate, we are going to go straight forward to this little mini mart. Make sure you grab your rift anchor on the way. Now, the mystery chest, I'm going to run right by it here, simply because it's obvious. It's right there in the open. Not really much to say. Fun fact about this area, if you go in the mini mart to the back and down this area here, down into the basement, this used to be locked back in the betas. This door right here was locked, and you actually had to power it up before you can get into this room to get the crate. And I'll actually show you how to do that here in just a second. Not that it matters at this point, but it was a fun little Easter egg, I think, for me to explain to people that have never played this game before it came out. With the full launch, they made this a little bit easier. So before, what you had to do is, well, first clear out the mini mart. There's your mystery crate. But right here on this cash register, oh, let me clear these guys out really quick. So there's your mystery chest, but then right here on this cash register is, or what used to be, a fuse. There'd be a fuse right there on this cash register, and you actually had to take that fuse outside to another area, which is right across from the mini mart right there, and you have to actually put it into a electrical box over there, and that was what would open the door down to the basement. All right, now we're going to take a nice casual cruise to the next location, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. After a short cruise, we are now back and heading to the Sutherland family orchard. So as you can see, the POI technically starts all the way up there, but you want to come southeast a little bit to the actual like orchard, like fair area where you're going to find like this elite and a couple other things here. All right, so the chests are going to be in two different locations. You're going to find this blue-green barn. When you walk in through the front door, there will be a little door in the back. Just avoid everything else. Go up the steps to the left, take a left again up the next set of steps, one more left, and then, just make sure you get rid of the squatters that are in here, and then all the way to the back, avoiding our lovely house pet spider. Make sure that Rick here doesn't get in your way. Let's get rid of this spider down the hallway. And then you have your first gear crate. The next gear crate after this is actually really close by, so I will show you how to get to that one. This next area not only has the next crate that you need, but also has the next mystery chest. So if you go straight from this gear crate here, all the way down, and straight out the door that we came in from, you're going to find like this little pavilion area. We're going to go up those steps, and inside this pavilion is actually a staircase going downwards. I want to make sure we get rid of this night guard here, and into the depths of the cellars. As you're going through, you're going to come to a cross. There's a left and the right. We want to make sure we take the left. We want to keep going down into the cellar, and once you're through this room, you will find your mystery crate right here on the right and your weapon crate on the left. There'll be a couple extra enemies in here for you. Please just take care of them, obviously, first, and then get your crate and get your mystery chest. All right. From here, we're going to actually go over to the Coastside Plaza. I like to go to the far east teleport, and then from here, you end up in front of a hospital. So this is a really interesting area. There's a lot of houses here. It can get very confusing, but as you can probably guess, this giant building actually has what you're looking for. But not inside of it. We actually want to go up. So go behind the hospital, up the little ramps. There's going to be a couple enemies here. Interesting thing about this area is that all the enemies are going to be armored for the most part. You're going to find like buckets on their head or plates in front of them like so. Want to make sure you just clear them all out because they do hurt. But from this point on, we're just going to keep going up and up again. There's going to be one more enemy in our way. Technically two, but we'll get there. So let's get rid of this guy. And up here on the left-hand side is going to be your weapon crate. Now, instead of a cut, once again, the next area is going to be pretty easy to get to. We're going to get slightly interrupted here by Mr. Ben, we'll call him. We're going to just jump right off the thing here, activate V, make sure we don't break our ankles. I'm obviously a parkour pro, so we're just going to head down. And then inside here is going to be your mystery crate. I know I did things a little bit out of order, but I might as well keep you guys here because I don't want you running all over the place, seeing how these two things are close together. If you do come at night, there's a chance that this voodoo doll will spawn. The voodoo doll is an interesting creature because it's a combat creature, and when you use it, it actually will split damage between you and it. Therefore, you take half damage until it perishes, but you can also put it on enemies too. So there's your mystery crate. If you go right across from the hospital to this little mini mart, it's like literally right across from where you just were. You're going to go in here. You're going to take some barrels. There's going to be plenty of enemies to take care of. Go inside here. This is going to be your gear crate. There's also another chest in this area. This room also has I'm going to call it a puzzle, I guess. If you're not observant, you may miss it. So while you're in this little mini mart here, there's going to be this back corner after you get this gear crate. This back corner actually has a bunch of candles. One's not lit. If you light the one on the left, it'll actually spawn that next crate, and then you have an extra gear crate. So that's it for this zone. That guy looked at me funny. So anyway, that is all of the POIs and all of the locations of the crates here in the Dayton Wetlands. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be doing one for every zone after this as well. So thank you guys so much for the support. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe for more, as I will be doing one for every single zone to show you guys where all the POIs are, and how I'm going to take a well-deserved nap and get ready for the next video. I'll see you guys then, and have a good day.